Okay, in the last video, what we actually managed to do was to get the weapon mesh to go from this side to that side. Now, this video, what we're going to actually have a look at is what they call the fire offset. Now, if you remember, as the mesh was over here, you still had the fire effect for the main fire option coming from over here. Now, let's have a look. Now, in game, we have the weapon, and it doesn't actually look too bad. Right, that's purely, I'd say, luck on my side. But then again, well, yeah, okay, what's he going on about? Okay, let's get out of the game very quickly as possible. Right, now, still in the default properties of the UT weapon code, yeah, well, UT weapon version, e.g. the first person view, yeah. Alright, we changed the player view offset in the last video. In this video, we're doing the fire offset. Now, for some reason, I would have thought all fire effects should come from the sockets. Unfortunately, in this case, it doesn't. It's obviously calculated from the actual view of the player. Why is it easier in code to do it that way? I don't know. Ask somebody from Epic. Ask a professional. Don't ask me. I ain't got a clue. Anyway, my video is here is to show you the problems that you're going to face and how to, as quickly as possible, get around it. Right, so we're going on about the fire view, well, the fire offset. Now, if for whatever reason it doesn't look like it's coming from the correct place, or you think, oh, I need to tweak it a little bit, you use fire offset. Now, as you saw in earlier, it seems to be coming from the correct position. Now, to make an example of this, what I'm going to do is on the fire offset values, I'm going to change the value of the Y from +10 to -10, just to show you the extremes, yeah? Alright, so I'm going to put a minus in there. No, come on, save. If you ever find the effects are not taken, well, you think you've changed something and it's not being applied, then you might have found that you haven't saved the file. I've done that a few times. Normally by now, after all the years, what happens is that I think, yeah, change it, start the game, and you're like, oh, hang on a minute, why is it not asking me to compile? Because we've forgotten to save the code file. Okay, so let's get in here. Actual game mode, PC indoor, settings, I don't know, and start game. Here we go, where are we? Okay, we're at the right end. Okay. Pick up the weapon. First person. You can now see that I'm coming more from the left. Yeah? So if you're going deaf on there. Right, let's get back out. Exit. Right. Okay. So we noticed by changing that to the left, the fire effect was coming from over here and not over there at the tip of the weapon. If you have a coder, or I shouldn't say coder because, well, yeah, maybe, but if you've got somebody who can program Unreal scripts, I would advise to make your life and their life easier to go through whatever is this setup. I mean, it might be the fact that it's a beam and a projectile weapon, alright, but to see if you can actually get the projectiles to come from the socket, yeah, it will solve all these problems here. And it'll also solve the problem if you're using big screen, little screen, and all things like that. Okay, so we're going to change that back to being Y on the +10. Save. recompile, start the game. You can start the editor if you want. It just automatically picks up that you've changed something, and it'll ask you to recompile. Start the game. Now, something I've noticed in UDK in the last few builds is that the menu, especially, I mean, I'm here on 800 by 600. The scaleform menu can get a little bit squiffy. It's not doing it at the moment, thankfully, which is why I've got only one map on my list now. Remove my other maps. Anyway, alright, get in there, pick up the weapon, fire it then. I would say it's still not perfect for our weapon, but it's not bad. I'm going to leave it as it is, but it gives you the option to actually tweak it. I'd prefer it to be from the socket, where I can then tweak the socket if necessary, but all depends on how your weapon's coded. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. You see that there? No, gone. Okay. So that's your FireOffset. So if you need to tweak it in any way or form, FireOffset is the one that you want. Okay. Bye bye now.